there and then and think about the mid lane afterwards, because we've seen Highland go on the likes of the Shang1. It would mean that there is a lot of burst on the side of Team Vitality, which could go through the sustain on the side of Major Pride.
Yeah, so Vitality, between the choices, they pick up the Zhang Fei. I like it as well, right? With the Leaping Savior, the shields that come in could be very huge in the fights as well. The other option they had that could be explored was actually Zhuangzi, because I think Zhuangzi would offer, with the butterfly effect, negating all the useful benefits of having the Destructive Deluge.
Yeah, maybe we'll see that from Major Pride, right? They may go for the Sunbin that some of the teams have been going for. Didn't quite go too well for Grizzly Q, but we've seen Kashi Batir on the Shuangsu as well. Again, a great counter to the Zhang Fei, a great counter to any kind of CC from Dharma, from Dune. But they go for the Motsu, so first time in the EMEA play-ins, Motsu does come through, and this hero has had a lot of appearances, but that one thing that doesn't really surprise me with Major Pride is Shisusuki getting the Charlotte. So going onto the Clash lane just like 90 with a very comfortable pick.
Yeah, it's a very fluid draft, right? So they can switch states pretty easily from defensive to offensive. You have the stuns coming in from the Mortar as well. The Cannon Blast is going to be really useful because it helps set the stage for players like the Lady Zhen, where they can even enhance that combination with the Ocean of Tears, the Flowing Side as well. And like you just mentioned, it is going to be Shangguang coming into the hands of our dear Highland.
Yeah, I kind of expected it, right? I mean, with Lady Gem being taken off the board, with Princess Frost being taken off the board, as well as the Haino, there was only one real thing to go for Highland, and it kind of seems a little bit of a restrictive hero pool, right? That they're really showing on the side of Team Vitality is that we kind of know what picks they go for, and that's not necessarily always a bad thing, right? It's always about how comfortable you are with that pick and how well you think you may perform with it as well. And Vitality right now have shown that they are very comfortable with the picks that they know, but it's a very small kind of window, right? There's not much room for mobility.
Yeah, and it's also not a lot of room for error at this point. So we'll see how the laning phase goes. Kashi Batir, of course, has the very important job of not just scouting the map out, but trying to get the lane in advantage so they can make that early rotation.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see how Winter plays the Zhang Fei, right? Because we had a bit of a mix of bag with Winter in those last two games, because she went for the Taiyan, she went for the Lian Po, right? So Zhang Fei, a little bit more different. Yes, he's tanky like the Lian Po, but a little bit more of a supportive role, right? Not kind of aggressive in terms of the Tremor Smash, getting into the back line, right? He's all about kind of trying to burst and disperse the team fight.
Yeah. With that being said, do not mistake this Zhang Fei for a small, cute puppy as well, right? When he hits his beast form, he will be able to deal damage on the backlines.
Yes, exactly. The CC coming through will be pretty huge for the side of Zhang Fei and Team Vitality. Okay, Shanks going for a little bit of a flank there. A lot of tit for tat already. We see that Kinesis has taken a lot of damage pretty early within this laning phase. So Shanks already showing that he can kind of get in. He's trying to play a little bit of that mental game, right?
Yep, it's actually a very enabling draft coming in from Winter as well as Shanks, right? Because with the Leaping Savior, it buys you time for Shanks to come in with the Leap Step as well.
Yes, then that was a nice play there by Kashi Patir. He's able to phase check the bush. Doesn't quite hit anything with the Cannon Blast. There was no CC hit. There we go. We do see that he's able to hit the City Boy there. A bit of a rotation from Red. He decides to go back up into the lane. Oh, okay. First blood we missed. Double kill for Highland. Okay. Let's get a replay on that bad boy.
Big moment here for the side of Vitality, and definitely you can feel that they are in the groove, right? Highland getting the first blood is a huge marker for him because this is going to enable him to clear the waves much faster. And right now, finishing stroke a very big threat to the side of Major Pride.
Oh yeah, early game, absolutely, because that burst is going to hit completely different in the early game, right? And the fact that he's able to kill Alimsky, it means that he's able to take that Azure Golem from him as well, so that's going to be really nice for Highland for now. Red looking like he's going to be out caught there, but oh, Destructive Deluge comes through. They are serving up a kill on the side of Major Pride. That was like, hey, we made a major mistake, now we're paying for it.
Yep, the ice field here going to be the death of Highland at this point. But nonetheless, there's benefits, right? So now City Boy gets to clear the lane. He gets a little bit more EXP, a little bit more gold in his pocket.
Yes, absolutely. We see that they are quite a while ahead there on the gold for the side of Team Vitality. Just about 1k, right? If we now round that up to 8, that to 9.2. So 1.2k gold for the side of Team Vitality. Going into the third minute is quite interesting. It could be a slippery slope here, and 90 comes in with the truth mantra as well, helping Highland get the kill into the mid lane.
And this is what's so scary about Vitality's draft, right? They're so mobile, their rotations are really fast. And now it's a race of farm as a City Boy. He's looking for an opening. They just want to push them away, right? They want to get this T1. This is going to open up the map so much more for the side of Vitality.
Yeah, Team Vitality being super aggressive here. They are able to whittle down the T1 in the farm lane to very low health. Already put in a bit of a stunt on the side of Major Pride. Major Pride are probably just not quite acclimatized to this aggression or receiving it, especially coming from the EMEA Open Series Split 2, right? There wasn't very aggressive teams other than the Turkish team, but hey, Vitality rocking it here. We do see the Unruly Blade come through and the Unbridled Outburst as well. Both ultimates being procced there. There we go, finishing stroke come through from Highland once more, putting it up by about 3 kills, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, it's a big moment for the side of Vitality, right? And this first rotation, take a look at what it nets them. It nets them the first Tyrant of the game. They get a T1 on the board. Everything going in favor on the side of Vitality. That is 4,000 in the pocket.
Yeah, a very quick, clean game here, right? The draft was looking pretty scary for the side of Major Pride, but there we go. The untargetable comes through, but for how long? Delaying the inevitable Vitality. Tongue-twisting Blam has been able to claim the kill, get 2 kills over to the side of the Team Vitality, as well as that T2 into the bot lane, looking for a T3 as we get into the 5th minute, kid.
Holy! Yep, that's a quick one. That's T3 in less than 5 minutes, guys. That is how scary, how clinical Vitality is. And at this point, it's a 4,000 goal lead, and there's much more to come.
Oh, plenty more, right? They've now opened up a whole can of worms in that farm lane, and that's going to be the issue for the side of Major Pride. Kashipatir gets caught out there by Shangguan as well. Limski's on the run, being put onto this Shu1 that we haven't really been seeing him with in this open series. He normally goes onto something like the Jing, the Infinite Vastness, the saving kinesis there by the skin of his teeth. But what is not going to be saved is that T2. Shizuki against a 4v1 is not looking likely when 90 was looking for a roam there, looking to cut off that Azure Golem as well.
Yeah, this is a huge lead coming in from Vitality, right? It's a big game for them to sit atop the table, and they're not missing the mark at all.
Yeah, no, there's pretty much unscathed on the side of Team Vitality, only dying by 1 death so far. There we go. We see that Kashipatir is taken out once more by Shanks. They do not want to let the side of Major Pride get to the late game, which would really activate the Long.
It's not even about the late game. It's not even mid game, guys.
Not even mid-game, the Unbridled Outburst does come through for the side of Team Vitality. The Undying Sorrow comes through, trying to save the side of Major Pride, but it's not going to be enough here. They're assaulting the Crystal, getting a 6-minute win on the table for Team Vitality. Major Pride looking like a fish out of water.
Smooth as a butter here. 6 minutes and 23 seconds, guys. This is